guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I will show you how to make this beaded earring. The materials for these are obviously a center. You can use whatever center you want. I mean, the same steps apply to every kind of center. That I already glued it. I used E6000 for it. For the back of the earring, I will be using this leather sheet. All this material, you can get it at your nearest craft store. We'll be using a lighter. These are the beads I will be using. For the thread, I like to get a strong thread so when you pull it on its own, it won't rip. You see how strong this is? I got this at Walmart. You want to make sure it says nylon because nylon is like the most resistant thread there is. For the ear part, where you clip your ear, I will be using this clip-on. I don't know the exact name for it. People call it fingernail clip-on, something like that. I don't know the exact name. I will be using a needle. These are size 11. The needle is size 10. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna work, but it turned out that it worked so well and I can still fit it in through because the lesser the size is the bigger the bead. So let's say if this is 11, a size 10 bead would be bigger than the 11. A size 13 or 15 in beads would be smaller than the 11. This is not a must. This is if you want to. I use this. I still don't know the exact name for it either, but you can buy it at your local craft store. I use this box to put my beads in so they wouldn't slide off the table or anything. You might need these. Not saying you will, you might. I always have them around just in case, because there are some times where the beads have a tiny hole and it's hard to put the needle through. So I use these to pull it out and it's a lot easier. You will need scissors. So you're gonna put a little bit of beads. You don't have to put a lot, just a small amount. And you can keep on adding as you go. I do want to say, if you would excuse me for the noise, I am a mom and I have 3 kids and they love to play too much. Well, I have a baby, so she's not playing around with the other kids, but the other ones are really loud. So if you hear any noise on the background, please excuse that. We're here for the tutorial. We're not worrying about that. So let's get started. I already went on and put the thread inside the needle. So at the end of my thread, I'm gonna go ahead and tie a knot. I always like to get the beads that have a hole on the top and a hole on the bottom. That way, just in case, I'm not saying it will because glue E6000 is really strong, but just in case, I always like to, you know, sew my design up. There we go. Problem. Do this like 2 times. And then that's when we're going to start placing our beads. I like to do one side. Like I go ahead and put beads for all this side. Okay. So I want put my needle in through right there. There you go. Before I show you the next step, I want to go ahead and go through that little hole that I have right there. We're gonna go ahead and sew this part up. So what I do is I sewed every, like around maybe every 3 beads, every 5 beads. You can do like that, it doesn't really matter, it's up to you. I'm gonna put my needle from the back to the front. Try to take it out. Make sure I take it out like right here. You want the thread to go over the beads and back down. So for these, I will put it over, you see, over the thread and back down. And I will continue to do the same. And now it's all sewed up in there, so it's not gonna come out. And we will do the same to the other side. Once you're done the other half, this is how it should look. I'm gonna continue, do another row, another layer, however you wanna call it. Here's where I'm gonna add the black. I want it to look like this one. We're gonna do the same thing we did on this first half. So let me do that and then I'll come back. So I went on and did the other side. You can add more rolls if you want to, but I think that I don't want it too big, so I think this is the perfect size. Now I will be adding these. Like I said, this is optional. You don't have to if you don't want to, or if you don't have it, you don't have to. To add these, I would just place these on top like this. It doesn't matter where you do it. And then, if you can see, these have like a hole in between. You see, right here, there's a hole. We're gonna put the needle in through that hole, and that's how we're gonna sew it in. There we go, like this. And we're gonna continue to do that throughout the whole entire row. We're gonna cut around the heart. I finished using all my threads, so I went on and go ahead and cut it. I tied a knot and I used the lighter so it would just stay there. Now we're gonna do the back side. This is how I like to cut it. I just go around the heart like this. And this is the back side. So before I put it in together, I'm gonna go ahead and add this clip-on that I just laid the back side down. With my scissors, I go ahead and like press it down and kind of mark where I want to cut. Just cut up a little line like this. Now I open up my clip and I insert it through, slowly pushing it out, slowly pushing it out like this. And I go ahead and insert this. Pull it up a little bit, press, there we go. Add some around here. I added more thread inside my needle. And I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the outside, the edging, that's what it's called, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift this up a little bit. It doesn't matter where you start it from. I will put silver only. I'm gonna add one. I'm gonna go through the front, out on the back. Like this. grab my needle, pass it through the bead. I'm gonna add 2. I'm gonna do the same thing on the next. And then pass it through. And we're gonna do the same thing all around. Once I'm done, I go ahead and go to the back, and you can just go ahead and tie a knot around one of the threads. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you like it, please give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye.